Nino.
This back.
So much hype. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Beautiful counter punch. That one will count. Trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Can you imagine walking into this tug, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
In this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
I've got to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again, and that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Nice counter shot. This fighter has been... Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He blocks the uppercut. When you're trained to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning, because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. That counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there's the bell for round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? lot of defense here at all. Defense is not an option for these two. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? Both men step back for just a moment. Swing and a miss with that hook. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise. Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. That right jab just misses. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Jab does not score. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who had. And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Which fighter will say no mas? Nice exchange here from both men. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been... There's the bell to start round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Swing and a miss with the jab. They exchange punches. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Well, he's got Bambi legs. Walk. Here we go. It's round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Misses with the jab. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Timing beats speed, speed beats power. And he scores with the counter. So much for boxing. This is a fight. straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. And there's the bell for round 8. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. And forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just misses with the right uppercut. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, you don't see it very often, but here it is. This fight ends in a draw.
You know what? That's...
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5 different weight classes, including the undisputed welterweight title. His hometown is Wilmington, North Carolina. Lupe Fiasco may not have much experience fighting in the ring, but on the streets, he says he's undefeated.
This is going to...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Chicago, Illinois, please welcome Lupe Fiasco.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That counter shot lands. Missing with that right hook. Straight right just misses. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. There's a counter shot. Counter punch. Straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar. There's the bell for round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Beautiful counter shot. If you like defense, you're going to love this. Did you see that? And that was it. That was the big shot we were... And down goes Lupe. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods, they say. A shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your blood.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to par you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to...
Oh, my God, Johnny! And we may see a stoppage, and Lupe goes down. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision.
I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So it's onward and upward after a...
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight on by the... Always tryna fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm George. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom, by 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money like I'm money made. I might pop my jack and uppercut, and he up on my way. With my belt, discount double check, undisputed champ.